M0FXB Handtech. On the left, we've got the Albrecht 5900 EU model, so it does not have the NOAA weather channels, which is a shame because when you have that, you can receive 2 meters. But on the right-hand side, we do have the Radioddity version CB500, so it's SSB, CB, does up to 30 watts sideband, both of these actually. They're, you know, I don't think they're identical really. So we're going to turn it over, take the lid off. I'll show you how you mod them. It's really simple, moving a pin. And then we're going to look for any differences in the hardware, maybe even try and find that 2 meter chip that could be missing from Albrecht. Now it's possible that it's there, but it's just not being used. But anyway, let's turn them over. You know, 4 screws, both ends. They're plastic coverings. They look identical. That part looks identical. The nice thing about the Radioddity, I'll be honest, they gave you a free and included programming cable and a microphone adapter for 4 pins. And I think little things like that make a lot of difference. And I think ICOM should take note of that, because ICOM, they've gone too far down the charging for extras. And I'm not trying to say anything bad about the company, but come on, if you're spending a lot of money on a radio, then I don't think we should be getting charged for things that hold the front unit, you know, the front head on the unit. So you end up with a radio you can't even mount on the front. So let's start having a look. So we'll show them side by side first. First thing I'll say is the speakers are identical, okay? And if we look here, there is shielding here. There's, even though it's labeled the same, yeah? This is the Albrecht version. This is, as far as I can see, this is all missing. So I would say that was probably your 2 meter and NOAA. Now, I don't know that, but the fact that it's all missing, and I'm going to Google it actually and just see what it says. You know, I think that's a shame. I think it should have been left on there, and then it was up to us to decide if we were going to use it, because Albrecht's model is actually more expensive than the Radioddity and the Anytone model. Anytone 5, is it 5900 or 5000? I'll check. Yeah, the Anytone version is the 5000 as well as the Radioddity. So we're looking at the Albrecht version at the moment, and then I'm trying to see any other different as well. Yeah, I did Google that number, but I can't see anything. But let's just zoom out, and then I'm trying to make sure I don't drop my camera on top and start breaking components. So I feel like the components are the same. They're just some missing ones. So we'll hold up the Albrecht first, and let's zoom in. And we'll just spot, you know, key things that stand out. For example, you can see there's got the word 100 there, 100 there. You can see all the different components here and here. Okay, all the coils, the shielding, it's all looks the same, the ribbon, you know, because I did see one video, one statement that said these are not the same radio, but take it from me, this is the same radio, but with this missing, okay? Everything else is identical. So we're going to go over now to the Radioddity version, which I think will be identical to the Anytone 5000, which I recommend you get, because having that 2 meters is really important, I think. So there's your ribbon going into the screen. The screen's identical. Power cable, again, you know, looks identical. If you look here at how, just look here how this is, the power has been connected there. I'll try and get them right up close. I don't see a difference. Albrecht, Anytone. We know when it's the Anytone, because when we're looking at the Anytone, we've got these extra components here. Let's zoom in on them. And I think there's shielding there. So it's hard to zoom on this, isn't it? That's the best you're going to get. Someone clever will know what this is. It might need nothing to do with the 2 meters and NOAA. My common sense says it is. So now let's just look at these here. Zoom in. Look at the values. So we're on the Radioddity one now. Move across. You tell me, are they different? So we look at the top ones there, for example. So Albrecht, we're looking at these two, okay? It says 32 VC. Put that one down. VC. It's the same radio. It's the same board. Yeah. So no, they are not different radios. They are the same radio that Albrecht have left off, and maybe it's to keep it legal, you know, to give it out as an EU model. So I thought I'd show them. You tell me what choice you would make after making this video. I just think leave the bits on if it's not, you know, if it's not legal in certain countries. Leave them on. Let us turn on and or off these parts that's going to be legal for us to use. But the NOAA and the fact that you could go all the way up to 2 meter handbands, well, they're legal anyway to listen to. We're not going to transmit, so yeah. Okay, so £160 I paid for the Radioddity. I paid £210 for the Albrecht. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Bye for now.